Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for August 23rd. I'm a bit behind schedule. We're up on the 27th, I think, already, but I'm behind schedule. So, anyway, our reading, as always, comes from Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, Enjoying Peace in His Presence. So, August 23rd. Entrust your loved ones to me. Release them into my protective care. They are much safer with me than in your clinging hands. If you let a loved one become an idol in your heart, you endanger that one as well as yourself. Joseph and his father Jacob suffered terribly because Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his other sons and treated him with special favor. So Joseph's brothers hated him and plotted against him. Ultimately, I used that situation for good, but both father and son had to endure years of suffering and separation from one another. I detest idolatry, even in the form of parental love. So beware of making a beloved child your idol. When you release loved ones to me, you are free to cling to my hand. As you entrust others into my care, I am free to shower blessings on them. My presence will go with them wherever they go, and I will give them rest. This same presence stays with you as you relax and place your trust in me. Watch to see what I will do. And this ties in with Genesis 37, verses 3 and 4, Ephesians 3, verse 20, I think, and Exodus 3, verse 14. It's been a while since I've read. It's 5 days since I've done a reading, so I'm very glad to be reconnecting. It's just been busy in the mornings, and then if I don't get it done in the mornings, I tend to skip by. I do like this topic of this reading, Joseph and Jacob. When you look at that situation in the Bible, Jacob very much made Joseph visibly his favourite and showered him with many things, including the coat of many colours, which the musical Joseph and his Technicolor or Multicolour Dreamcoat, Technicolor Dreamcoat is based on. And, you can imagine why his siblings, it was his brothers, I don't think they were sisters, but there was all these brothers. You can imagine why they didn't like him very much because, he was getting everything and they were not getting a lot. So the jealousy between siblings, I think, can be prevalent, especially if their emotions are out of balance, but also if one is being treated so much better than the rest. So it's something that we as parents have to be aware of. People, my kids will say to me, "I'm your favorite." I have 3 kids. None of them are my favorite, but I love them all in very unique ways, equally, but in unique ways for their unique qualities. And I think we have to remember that each child is individual, and some days we may not like one of them or 2 of them or all 3 of them. But, for me, I will always love them. And when they were younger, and they would be misbehaving, I could say to them, "I really don't like you today. I really don't like you at this moment. I will always love you, but at this moment, I do not like you. I do not like what you're doing." And maybe that even was wrong. Maybe I should have been focusing more on the thing that I didn't like that they were doing rather than telling them that I didn't like them in that moment. And I haven't even thought about that until I've said it out loud just now. So it's something for me to explore. I always thought that was an okay thing to say to my children, but now that I've said it out loud, I think it would have been much better for me to concentrate on asking Jesus to take care of them rather than thinking I had to do it all by myself, which with my husband, my husband has been my rock for more than 33 years now. My son is 33. So, yes, that's it. I think 5 minutes is just about help. But as parent, if you are a parent, just be aware of, the idolatry that we can have. Don't cling to your child. And if you are someone whose world revolves around that child and you really struggle to let them go, especially when, maybe they're going off to college, there is a batch flower called chicory, and I have used it extensively over the years. And it's been so useful for me to live my life and let my kids live their life, not expecting anything from them and not missing them, when they're not with me. Anyway, namaste, love to you all. Bye now. Bye.